See, one more commonly asked question to us occupational therapists is how frequently we should go for occupational therapy session. My answer to this question would be there are many factors which will be considered before telling you how many sessions you should go through. It depends on the age of the person, it depends on the kind of diagnosis he is having, it depends on the prognosis. Prognosis means how much of recovery or how much of positive changes will be seen in the person. It depends on the duration of illness, whether it is going to be whether it is going to stay for a small time or whether it is going to stay with you for a long time. It depends on the classification of the diagnosis whichever you are confronted with. So whatever stage you fall into, whatever type you fall into, everything of that determines how much of therapy you require. The major problem in India is that the therapy sessions are not financed by anyone, are not reimbursed by any institution. So people have to pay out of pocket, and therapy charges are usually high because this specialty of occupational therapy is not very common, and you have to actually reach them. You have to reach the right person for your occupational therapy sessions. So I understand that it's a financial burden, but whenever you come across some diagnosis which is a hazard to your health, it is a financial burden. So occupational therapy is no more different. Also, I want to mention one thing, that major role of occupational therapy is preventive. Uh, I mean, if you have occupational therapy sessions at right time, you may be preventing a great amount of discomfort, a great amount of disability which you will face later on. Certainly like that, if you go on a learning disabled child, if he's 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, and identified for the difficulties he is having, it is easy to tackle them rather than wait till 7th standard, 8th standard, when it gets magnified, when it is too much for the child to handle, when it is too much for parents to take care of. Then go for occupational therapy session. Then if you come at the right age, few sessions will take you out of whatever problem you're having. If you come at the later stage, if you come at later age, then you will have to go through a lot of sessions, and lot of one-to-one attention from the therapist is required. So anytime you go to a therapist, try and discuss all the factors that are going to give you an idea of how much of recovery is possible in your case. So if a therapist assures you that there will be good recovery in this much of duration, do not hesitate to go for everyday therapy sessions also. Know that a stitch in time will save 9. So attending occupational therapy sessions regularly may be that stitch which is going to prevent your 9 stitches later on. So do not take things lightly when it comes to your therapy sessions. Do attend it sincerely, and I'm sure if you attend it sincerely, you will prevent yourself from lot of problems which may arise in future. You have to educate yourself for that. You have to know that what problems may arise if you delay your treatment. So number of therapy sessions is different for different population. Now suppose if you have a child with cerebral palsy, or if you have a father with motor neuron disease, or if you have somebody in your family with multiple sclerosis, and you know that this thing is going to stay for long, and you cannot afford everyday occupational therapy session, then you cannot afford their therapy charges, or you cannot take out that much of time. So you have to make other arrangements. Other arrangement means you have to either hire a caretaker, or you have to impart your work role to someone and get into that shoes. You have to learn what therapist is teaching you. See, therapy is not just 1 hour work in your 24 hours. Therapy is something, you go to a therapist, learn for 1 hour, come back and apply for rest 23 hours. So anyways, you have to work for rest 23 hours. Your therapist is only helping you for an hour. So if it is not possible for you to attend every day for any reason, it is always advised that give your best, learn from your therapist. Do not try to be therapist. Be humble and keep learning from your therapist. If there are any changes, let the therapist know, let the therapist make changes, and keep on progressing towards your goal. So if you can take up the work from the therapist, if you can complete your homework, then maybe you can reduce occupational therapy sessions based on how much you can give. But if a therapist finds that you're not able to handle things, then be humble and accept that things are not going well. You need more training. Get yourself trained. Don't get overconfident. uh, do not go underconfident. uh, Reality check is very important. Keep on checking with your therapist if you are doing a good job, if you're helping your child, if you're helping your father, if you're helping your loved one. And then I think this is the only way you can go ahead. But nothing can substitute therapy with therapist.